suit for all occasions. Alexei Sayle returns with a new series of his award-winning show.
I've had enough time to think about it. Life's not gonna get me down. There's nothing can stop me. Gonna make it in this town. I've got a rainbow in my pocket. I've got a dream that just won't die. I've got money my parents gave me, so it's about time I learn to fly. Doing it my way, seeing it my way. Got a lot of love to share. Life's a big banana sandwich. I haven't got a care.
The all-new Alexei Sayle Show. Ooh.
Can I help you, sir?
Yes. Could you tell me the pilot's name again, please?
The pilot? It's James Cartwright.
And is he a puppet at all?
Yes, he is. All our pilots are puppets.
Puppets, well, they can fly planes now, can they?
More or less. They have a little trouble pressing buttons. Not much power in their hands. But it's nice for the kids.
You seem remarkably calm about all this.
Outwardly calm, yes. Inside, I'm running about screaming at the top of my voice.
Well, you don't think...
Exactly. I don't think they'll be able to land the plane. God knows how they got it off the ground. I don't think we'll be lucky again, though. Anyway, I hope I put your mind at rest. Would you like anything to drink?
Approaching runway, Captain.
Right.
Other carriage not responding, Captain.
Bollocks! Maybe someone on the ground can help. Control tower? Control tower! Control tower, come in, please.
Well, looks like we're gonna crash. Oh, well, at least we got the flying plane.
I've just started getting into gardening, yeah. I'm really proud of me floral borders. I've just done the border between Turkey and Iran. Lovely little machine gun towers made out of lupins, you know. The only annoying thing about gardening is you have to go to the garden centre. I mean, they're so expensive, aren't they, garden centres? I mean, excuse me if I'm wrong, but the stuff they sell at garden centres actually does grow on trees. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but the Colombian drug barons have got out of cocaine and into garden centres because they make much more money. The other thing they do in garden centres is they give everything Latin names to try and confuse you, don't they? I mean, why? In case Julius Caesar comes shopping for pansies. I mean, they give them these names like Biggius, Greenius, Thingius. But there's 56 million people in this country who speak English. Why, are they just holding out in case the Pope's gonna come along? Another rip-off is duty-free shops. You know when you go to a duty-free shop, right? Most of the stock in there is cuddly toys, right? Now, I don't think there is any duty on cuddly toys. I don't remember smugglers in the 18th century going, I be shipping in a secret load of fluffy penguins into Cornwall. I hope they revenue don't catch me.
Blummy, it's Clint. Clint! Over here, Clint! Lovely, hold up your walk. There you go. Lovely, lovely. Give her a kiss, will you, Clint? Give her a kiss. Yeah. Clint, come back here! Clint! You bastard! You bastard! Come back here! You bastard! Oh, Sting! Sting! All right, Sting, Sting. Give her a kiss, will you, Sting? Yeah, lovely. Give her a kiss. That's something. Now, spit at her! Spit at her, Sting! Oh, God, spit at her, Sting. Lovely. Oh, it's Michael! Michael! All right, Michael! Michael, over here! Over here, Michael! Over here! Do your moonwalk! Moonwalk, Michael!
Lovely. Now take your nose off, Michael. Take your nose off, Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson, take your nose off. Lovely. Right. Take your nose, give it to Sting. Give your nose to Sting. Sting! Spit at him! Sting, yeah. Now hold his nose up so he can't reach it. Make him jump. Lovely. Yeah. Michael, jump up and down like you can't get your nose. Spit at him again. Spit at him. Sting, spit at him. Lovely. Yeah, lovely. Michael, jump up and down. Oh, it's Sean Penn. Bleeding Sean Penn. Sean, over here. Oh, blimey. Lovely. One more. I wouldn't bring a child into a world like this. But theme parks are very big business these days, aren't they? And I know that a lot of young people, when they go to Disneyland, they smoke marijuana or take LSD. Why? I mean, how weird do they want it to get? I mean, the place is full of 8-foot talking mice as it is. I mean, who needs acid when you're floating down a stream in a plastic log being sung at by mechanical rabbits? Disneyland is only one part of a giant media empire, isn't it, which covers films, video cassettes, and even computer games, because a lot of successful films these days in the States are now made into computer games, and the British film industry is not being left behind. I've just bought the Nintendo version of Howard's End. The object of the game is to have a tea party while exposing examples of latent homosexuality in Edwardian Britain. I used to be mad on video games, though, you know, and I was playing one. I was really mad, you know, on Sonic the Hedgehog, until one day it seemed to me that trying to get the little blue hedgehog to save all the mechanical animals with his fairy foxy friend, it seemed somehow pointless.
Two drunken Englishmen are accidentally sucked into an ever-changing vortex of past and future ages. Doug Hatton and Tony Kirby, without a change of clothes in several months, now tumble helplessly towards an exciting new adventure along the infinite corridors of time.
He is quite drunk. Now we should slip him the poison.
Yes, and Russia will at last be free of the evil influence of Grigory Rasputin.
My dear chap.
Drunk in Time. This week, Rah Rasputin.
They seem to have landed in Russia just before the revolution, possibly just before Rasputin's enemies tried to poison him.
Oh, my God. You mean?
Exactly. What?
It's Alan Bleasdale. Charades. It's a book. 5 letters. The crying game.
Who are these fools? I don't know. They must be Rasputin's mates. I didn't invite them.
Oh, God. Rasputin's bad enough. Imagine what his mates are like.
Steady on, mate. Hey.
Someone's to get him a taxi home.
Who are you? Are you German agents?
He's very drunk. We're gonna have to get him home.
Yeah, I don't know how he manages to write all them plays if he's this drunk.
A taxi, please, to, who are you, mate?
Prince Yusupov.
Prince Yusupov's place. All right, cheers. Keep the noise down, mate. Why doesn't complain?
The bullets do not affect him.
He's used to criticism.
Taxi.
Come on, Leo, nice lie down.
They're helping Rasputin escape.
They're breaking the golden rule, interfering with the course of history.
Next week, another drunk and disorderly episode of Drunk in Time.
I saw this amazing show on television the other night. It was called The Paul Daniels Magic Show. And in it, this unlikely little man called Paul Daniels did the most amazing things. First of all, right, he got this bloke called Ken, who we'd never met before, out of the audience. And he got Ken's watch and he got his own watch. Both watches showed different times. And he put both watches in a bag. And when they came out, they showed the same times, the watches. And then he got these two Asian women again, who he'd never met before, up out the audience. And he got their hankies. And he did just the most amazing things with their hankies. He made them appear and disappear in the most extraordinary places, you know. The thing was, I couldn't figure out how he did this, you know. I mean, it seemed incredible. I mean, I could see no sleight of hand, and obviously there were no camera tricks involved. And the only conclusion that I could come to was that this ridiculous little man really did have magical powers. You know, this Paul Daniels had the gift of the shaman. Paul, you bastard! Everywhere you look in the world, there's murder and rape and pillage, and you have the power. You could make the guns fall silent. You could make the knife drop out of the hand of the murderer. But no, what do? You spend your time pissing about, changing the time on watches and farting around with Asian women's hankies. Paul, please, I beg you, use your powers to help the world. Don't mess about. Paul, help the world, or damn you forever, you selfish, selfish little swine!
How you diddling? Oh, bloody sod you then. All right, Bobby Chariot here, tough warm-up man here to keep you laughing and smiling during the recording breaks. All right, anybody here from London? Manchester, Carlisle, Birmingham, Redditch, Croydon, Chipping Norton, Chipping Camden, Aberystwyth, Coventry, Shrewsbury, Leeds, Harrogate. A place that begins with an A. A27. Azerbaijan. A place in Korea that when you look at it in the alphabet, it's like that. All right, I'll make it easy for you. Excuse me, madam, where are you from?
Coventry.
I said Coventry!
Hi, I'm one of those annoying blokes off Top Gear who says things like, if this car was a horse, it'd be a jam donut with an egg inside it. In the next few minutes, I'm going to take you on a whirlwind tour of some of the most outrageous examples of dangerous driving as captured on police cameras.
Well, our stretch is the M1 about 5 miles from Birmingham. And just look at these idiots. This genius has obviously thought it would be a good idea to give his dog a driving lesson in a busy car park. A classic mistake. Watch what happens. Oh, no. It's quite wet. Most drivers are being sensible. But look at this fool. Water skiing on a motorway restricts the driver's vision and prevents other cars from overtaking safely. What is this idiot doing? Get off the road! Get off the road!
When I'm on stage or in front of the camera, I'm really focused, you know, I'm really focused. My mind's working overtime. It's a vacuum cleaner factory just outside Chester, which is why I talk such rubbish. But I'm glad I'm in show business. It's better than when I used to work in an office. God, I hated that. I mean, commuting was horrible for a start. You know, in Japan, they employ people on the railways to push commuters onto trains. In Britain, they employ people to push commuters off trains. which explains all the people falling out the doors of intercity expresses. It was terrible, though, commuting, because I had to get the train to work, right? But I always used to fall asleep, go way past me stop, and end up at a good sidings just outside Carlisle. So what I did one day was, I got this sign and I hung it round my neck, and it said on it, "My name's Alexei, please wake me at London Bridge." Fell asleep, woke up in a goods yard just outside Carlisle. And in my top pocket was this note. It said, "Alexei, wake up, we're at London Bridge." When you got to work, that was horrible as well. I mean, offices, right? At offices, there's more empty little rituals than at a Catholic mass. The first empty ritual that you get in an office is the holding the lift door open dance. Now, this is when you get in the lift, right? You're really late, you press the button for your floor, and you see somebody in the distance running across the floor saying, "Hold the lift, hold the lift." But you don't want to hold the lift because you're late, right? But on the other hand, you don't want to let them know that you're not holding the lift. So what you do is you do the holding the lift door open dance, where your hand hovers just over the door open button, but you don't press it. You go, "I'm pressing it, I'm pressing it, I'm pressing the door, I'm holding the door." And as they get to the lift, the doors go boom, like that. The other empty little ritual is the holding the door open dance. This is where you're walking along a long corridor, got lots of double doors, fatak-tak, 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 right? At the corner of your eye, you see somebody walking behind you. Now you think, do you speed up and let the doors slam them in the face, or do you hold the door open for them, which you're going to lose your time, right? So what you do, you look behind you, see if they're more junior than you, in which case you speed up, slam the doors in their face, splat. But if you see it's your boss, what you do is you stop dead and you do the holding the door open dance. You go, "Yes, after you, Mr. Slackbottom, yes." "And yes, on you go, sir." And then there's the social life. Like, lots of people in offices have affairs, right? But they think that nobody else notices. But their body language always gives them away. You know, they're going, "Miss Jones, could we have a meeting, a quick meeting, please?" "Oh, yes, Mr. And then there's going for a drink after work as well, isn't there? You know, and lots of blokes get straight into the pub. You can tell how long they've been there by the sweat stains under their arms. You know, you can count them like the rings of a tree. Always in the pub or the wine bar, right? In one corner, there's a couple, right? Like, it's a young girl, and she's always crying. Like, and there's an older bloke with her, and he's going, "Yes, yes, yes, of course I'm going to leave my wife. I will leave my wife. I just have to wait until Indonesia are admitted to the common market." Yes, yes. And in the other corner, there's always a couple snogging, right? And why is it that couples that snog really ostentatiously in public, they're always really ugly, you know? Why is it the uggos who always try and show off? It's like you see two Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs sucking on a crab stick. Mystery, that, isn't it, really?
Oh, all right. Welcome back to Menstrual Cycles, Britain's only all-woman bicycle shop and drop-in coffee bar.
Well, it's not the only one, actually, but it's the only one that does not serve men.
Well, no, we do serve men, actually, but we make faces at them behind their backs.
Anyway, hi, I'm Spike, and this is Nancy.
And we'd like to thank Hackney Community Cable for giving us this slot, the popular 2 a.m. to 2:02 a.m. slot, to talk about bike maintenance and the problems of being a lesbian in the modern world, because,
we're lesbians. Yeah, the leader of our feminist group, our women's group, says that we should say it right out as a political statement.
Although, seeing as she smokes a pipe and is the only woman butcher in the south of England, it's probably over-egging the pudding in her case.
As soon as we meet somebody, we declare our sexuality. In fact, I think the postman's getting a bit sick of hearing it. Anyway, Nancy, I believe this week you wanted to talk about job discrimination against women.
Oh, yeah, right. You see, my girlfriend, she is completely obsessed, right, with becoming the first woman Catholic priest in Britain, right? I don't think she knows it's only the Church of England that accept women vicars, and only then if they look like Douglas Hurd.
Aye, but it's terrible, right, because this girl, her girlfriend, is still insisting on being celibate, right? So Nancy is getting terribly frustrated. And last night she had an erotic dream about Margaret Beckett.
Oh, leave it out, person. Anyway, listen, we got to go now, but stay tuned for the Afro-Caribbean mini-cab hour coming up next.
Aye, and this week they're going to tell you where you can buy them air fresheners that look like little crowns, you know? Anyway, respect, Nancy.
Respect back at you, Spike.
All right, Alf, what gags have you got for me? Yeah, that's not a bad one. Yeah, quite a good one, yeah. No, you see, Alf, can't do that one, you see. It's racist. It's racist. Can't do it. Not since Schindler's List, anyway. That's a Tom O'Connor one, isn't it? Now, you see, that one, that's just plain weird. You can sell that to your alternative comedian friends, but not to me, all right? I like something good, you know, something well-crafted, something like a good knob gag, you know what I mean? Don't give me stupid stuff. Yeah, I don't mind that one. Look, now, you see, can't do that one, Alf, you see. Homophobic. Yeah, homophobic. I mean, I'm not homophobic, but I've slept with a bloke who is, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not a bad one. Yeah, that's fair enough. OK, so that's what, 5 gags then, is it?
6?
All right, 6. So that's, what, 3 quid? Hang on, you owe me £1, don't you? There you go, then. 2 quid. Off you go, son. Have a good time. There you go. Go on, son. There you go. Cheers, Alf, mate. Civic, mate.
In retrospect, it was easy to see that the social experiment that was the Soviet Union was doomed to failure, because it was one of the central planks of the communist Soviet system that all industries and all farms were run as cooperatives. Well, I mean, everybody knows the co-op's crap, don't they? I mean, all of Russia must have been full of Sayle shop assistants in bright nylon overalls going, oh, no, we haven't got any of those, no. Oh, no, we've only got one kind of bacon, streaky. It was ordinary bacon, but we put it in the washing machine and it went all streaky. Oh, sorry, excuse me a minute. I've just had an idea I want to get down. I'll just record it. Do lots of funny jokes and amusing sketches in the show.
Do lots of funny jokes and amusing sketches in the show.
It's funny, isn't it? Whenever you hear your own voice on tape, it never sounds like you, does it? You know, one of the flashpoints between the old Soviet Union and the West was nuclear weapons, wasn't it? You know, and I was always a very active campaigner in the campaign for nuclear disarmament. And once, at a meeting, I had the honour to meet a gentleman who was in Nagasaki when the bomb exploded. And he told me that the day after the atomic bomb exploded in Nagasaki, they still had a better bus service than in London under the Tories.
Get out of the carriage, de Malafont.
You cares. Stay there, my precious.
Ah, I see you're accompanied by the beautiful Mademoiselle de Malafont.
Impudent scoundrel. If only the Marquis of Granby were here.
Ha! That lumbering fool. He's far...
I'd recognize the sound of those hoofbeats anywhere.
Curses!
Now, you bounder, see how you fare against the Marquis of Granby.
The public rides the horse.
Business, Granby. You are stubborn, like your father, the slug and lettuce. Well, I grow tired of your meddling. Last orders for you, Granby. Prepare to be trounced.
score time than more, and still it stands.
For a pub, he is uncommonly agile.
No! No!
Drop your sword, Granby, or she breathes her last.
Well, he hasn't got a sword.
So, Jermaine Greer says, if I open any wider, I'll get both of you in. It's a grower, honest. Alf! Alf! I need a joke, quick.
I got one, eh?
Give us a joke, quick, I've run out. Yeah, come on then, come on, give us... Oh, look, ladies and gentlemen, a late arriver. Nice to meet you, sir. Sit down. Welcome to Television Centre, home of light entertainment. The same as normal entertainment, but it's got less calories in it, you know. I went to the barber's the other week, and after he'd finished cutting me hair, he said, would you like anything for the weekend? I said, yes. So he gave me some skis. Shut up, Alf.
As you get older, you start looking back over your life. And when people are asked, if you had your life to live over again, would you change anything? They always say, oh, no, I'm perfectly happy with my life as a temporary filing clerk. I wouldn't change a thing. Like bollocks, they wouldn't. Of course, it's different for me because I've led a life chock full of achievement. So if I had my life to live over again, then I wouldn't change a thing. Except perhaps I wouldn't rent the video of Hudson Hawk. Yeah, if I had my life to live over again, then I wouldn't change a single thing. Except maybe I wouldn't be born. But if I was born, then I'd definitely punch Dr. David Owen in the face that time I saw him in the street. If I had my life to live over again, then I wouldn't let that girl do that thing to me that time. If I had my life to live over again, then I'd learn to play the trumpets at night school. I'd get a dog, then I'd not get a dog, then I'd get a dog again. I'd paint myself in creosote on Boxing Day. Oh, well, I did do that. I'd have more sex in different places. And this time I'd do it with a partner. I'd take time off to smell the flowers and kill the Bee Gees. And if I had my life to live over again, then I definitely wouldn't spend it in regret, wondering what I'd do if I had my life to live over again.
I was in hospital recently as well. Yeah, I had bad food poisoning. But I learned an important lesson about ethnic food. Never buy tandoori prawns from a car boot sale.